It's opening night at the Karl Marx Theater, and the floodgates are open. Nearly 5,000 people pour in, anxious to see one of the Cuban entries in this year's International Film Festival of Havana. It's about the life and struggles of world-famous Cuban ballet dancer Carlos Acosta. For film producer Claudia Calviño, it's been a major accomplishment.
It used to be easy to obtain permits to film. Now it's more and more complicated, and I think every day there are more obstacles, more doors closed.
Calviño's entry in the 2016 festival was pulled by Cuban authorities.
It was very polemical because it dealt with censorship, artistic freedom and tolerance, and we couldn't show it in Cuban cinemas.
Yet, as in other cases, it was widely seen anyway, circulated on pen drives and hard disks in homes all over Cuba. Cuban films and filmmakers have been pushing the boundaries for decades in a country where vocal criticism of the communist government can land you in prison.
Venimos a instalarle los micrófonos.
We're here to install the microphones, says a state security agent, in the first of a bold series of satires about Cuban life. In this case, the government's obsession with spying on its citizens. The series' lead actor, Luis Alberto Garcia, is one of Cuba's most vocal.
I've never set out to make a scandalous or anti-government film. What I want is to make films that are strongly linked to our reality. I want to tell the truth. That's the nature of our art.
At least during the film festival, many Cuban movies are screened and attract huge audiences.
The reason is that in Cuba, the media is totally and unapologetically controlled by the state, which paints a politically tainted and very favorable version of reality. And so many people like these who've been waiting for more than an hour to get into the movies are anxious to see a mirror in which they can see themselves and their problems reflected.
But artists are now sounding the alarm about a controversial law establishing new regulations for artistic expression, with harsh penalties for violators. And filmmakers like Calviño are worried it will make it even more difficult to test the limits of political incorrectness in Cuba. Lucia, Newman, Al Jazeera, Havana.